I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it. Biggie. Biggie.
Peekaboo, I see you. I see you, Franklin. I see you, Hill. Did you miss me?
I was sitting here for you. We were made to love. We were made to love. You were sent for me too. We were made to love. We were made to love. Oh, I've never seen anything like you. You're much more than human being. Extraordinary machine. Oh, I never loved someone like this. All I know is I was in here for you. We were made to love. We were made to love. You were sent for me too. We were made to love. We were made to love.
DK, where Miss Hill go? Dr. Quinn, the medicine woman.
We were made to love. You were sent for me too. We were made to love. We were made to love. Shit. Oh, have you ever known when you laid your eyes on the perfect work of art? I knew right from the start. Oh, I was never sure of a God before, but I know He must exist. He created this. I was in here for you. We were made to love. We were made to love. You were sent for me too. We were made to love. We were made to love.
It's your girl, Harlem Princess, and you are now locked in with A1 and what? Kicking the Door podcast. Talk your shit, gang.
I was in here for you. You were sent for me too. I was in here for you.
And you know, Miss Franklin, I don't come with a topic. This shit just come as it is.
You come through a lot of things, you know. So what happened to you? Me make one little mistake, you want done us.
If I had you back in my world, I would prove that I could be a better girl. Oh, if you let me back in, I would show up and never let you go again. Hey, baby, ooh,
It's not like you missed me.
would you ever leave?
It's not like you was checking up on me.
Searching for what was right before my eyes. It was me who didn't realize till it was gone. And now I know I need you in my life. Oh, I need you better than my heartbeat, better like the food I eat, better than the air I breathe. I need you back and take it back.
My phone off for a reason.
Oh, insane. I need you. I need
Called peace of mind.
how to do you. I need you. I need you. Do it all for you. Baby, there's nothing I wouldn't do to get back what we had when love was true. No lie.
Miss Franklin talking about when somebody gonna give her credit.
Just so I can
DK talking about how somebody gonna check on you.
find out. Oh, I need you back like the heartbeat, back like the food I eat, back like the air I breathe. I need you back, I can take this pain. I can take this pain.
Y'all don't really love me. Y'all love the show. And if DK would do the right thing, he can do the show her damn self.
What I gotta do, baby, you
That's how you know she's not a real co-host.
need you. I need you. Do it all for you. Oh, let's go. When you want it so bad and you gotta get him back, say, oh. 'Cause it won't get nowhere until you are together, say, oh. If you believe in love and you can't give him up, say, oh. There's nothing you won't do to keep it with your boo, say, oh. Oh, I need you back as a heartbeat, back like the food I eat, back like the air I breathe. I need you back.
That's how y'all feel with Kicking the Door podcast. Y'all need it bad like that.
I need you. I need you. What I gotta do. I need you. I need you. Do it all for you.
I did this to this music. Now stand here with my heart and my hand. You know, send
I got
me.
one thing to
Me
say,
can't
Miss
tell,
Franklin.
me can't eat, me can't breathe once. Why you make me go through this and suck me up? Come back to me, baby. I'ma do anything for you.
You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, so she drippin' swag too. You a bad girl and your friends bad.
This shit right here go out to everybody that missed Kicking the Door podcast. Here we go.
Maybe I'm ready to give you all my love. I told my girls you can get it. Don't slow it down, just let it go. So in love, I'll give it all away. Just don't tell nobody.
Tomorrow.
So tonight, I'll do it every way because I can feel the morning light. 'Cause we like to party.
Big shout out to Deco. Big shout out to Miss Franklin. Big shout out to DK. Even though she don't like being on the show, she said.
We like to party. Your touch is
I was going, I was driving y'all crazy.
Down your knees. Spit this for real load. Brain real load. Kiddo say he looks up to me. This just makes me feel old. Never thought that we could become someone else's hero. Man, we were just in the food court eating our heroes. Yesterday, that's the way. Every single morning I tried to pray. Grandma and them, they never forgot. Nothing else really mean nothing to me. I ain't studying the beat. Talking to me. Girl, why you fucking with me? Move on, ain't nothing to see. Shh, always in the song, on the roll, off the rip. Cause of him, all of them will remember the men. Nut they fell in love with rap. Black like having your cousin back. Blue like when that rent is due. Cream like when I'm loving you. Yeah.
I'll give it all away. Just don't tell nobody tomorrow. Cause tonight, that I give you everything. Music not until the morning light. Cause we like to party.
She drippin' swag too. You got the swag, so she drippin' swag too. Oh.
Hold up. How the fuck everybody doing? Like nobody want to talk to A1 no more?
Heat it up when this drops in them thick spots where the players let them bottles pop. See the steam on her back when her hips pop. She getting real hot, so heat it up, girl. Heat it up, get it up, keep it up there. Heat it.
My heart hurt.
Heat it up there. Heat it up, get it up, keep it up there. Heat it up, get it up, keep it up there. Heat it up, get it up, keep it up there. Heat it up, get it up, keep it up there. Heat it up, get it up, keep it up there. Heat it up, get it up, keep it up there.
Say, let's go.
Hey,
I'm back on my bullshit.
they say,
I'm about to put the foggies on a Jeep, on a fucking Prius. Watch me.
I put the new 4G's on the G. I trap into the bloody boxes underneath. Cause all my niggas got it out the street. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember getting them all with the whole team. Now a nigga can't answer a call cause I'm hauling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, these niggas salty. All this designer on my body got me drip. Straight up out the yard, think I'm a
drip, drip.
If I got up on a lean, I'm a sip. I run the rest with my queen, like nothing nip. But I got rich on all these niggas, I did it for get back. I had to go through the struggle, I did it to get back. I had this out of the Maybach and I was sit back. These bitches know me now, cause I got them big stacks. Cause I'm getting money now, I know you heard that. Young nigga on the corner, bitch, I had to serve crack. Uncle finding me some keys, had to get them birds back. We came up on dirty money, I gave it a bird back. Cut off the rain and I go on bitches back. Easy, you run it, y'all gang, cause you see. Got a new one and bitch, and been that pussy free. Ain't none of nigga die. I got into the
I fuck 'em, will I diss 'em? That's what they be yelling. I'm a pimp by blood, not relation. Y'all be chasing, I'll replace them. Drunk on Chris, mommy on E. Can't keep a little model hands off me. Both in the club, high, singing off key. And I wish I never met her. It gets better, ordered another round. It's about to go down. 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 It's about
You didn't think we could flip it on your ass, huh?
about to go down.
Something for the dance floor.
About to go down. It's about
In a real
to go
way.
down. It's about
It's
to
going
go
down like this forever.
It's about to go
And a day.
down, 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 down.
Ha.
Let's get down, let's get down, let's get down. Come on, let's get down, 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 down. Come on, let's get down, let's get down, let's get down. Come on, let's get down, 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 down. Come on, let's get down, let's get down.
I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
Y'all already know what it is. Your boy A1 in the building, man. It's been a long time coming again, man. I've been getting a lot of emails, man. That's the only reason why I'm up. Getting a lot of emails. Yes, my phone is off and I'm leaving it the fuck off. I'm tired of people in all they fucking deceptive ways. So fuck it. Now, I was actually gonna change my fucking number. I really was, man. I really was about to change my shit. I was about to turn my shit to a 900 number. You niggas gonna have to pay to talk to me. Fuck this shit. I ain't got time. Anyway, welcome in motherfucking DK, the AKA fake co-host, AKA kicking the door. I don't fucking know. What's going on, DK?
What's going on, everybody? Hey, what I miss you, dog? Where you been?
You ain't miss me shit. Stop the fucking
Yes, I did, with your punk ass. Where you been with your punk ass?
Ain't nobody miss me. I don't even miss me. The fuck?
You a damn liar. That the case you when you got on the show with your black ass. Don't start that
I got on the
bullshit.
show because I ain't gonna cap. I just checked I just had like a mad emails from people and shit. Talking about niggas
We love you.
going through Kicking the Door podcast withdrawals and all types of shit, man. I said, get
They
the fuck
is.
out of
They
here.
love you. Listen, we love you. What is that noise? Oh my God.
Oh, that's somebody doing some weed whacking, blowing weeds and all that shit.
I'm gonna need you to get out and buy that person, whoever the hell that is, please.
He ain't gonna be too long. His yard is only about 2 feet, so
Not too.
yeah, he ain't even got a yard. He just blowing over his driveway. This shit's fucked up. Niggas don't even got front yards over here. And see, the thing about front yards, right? See, front yards was considered a status. And that's what front yards was for. Front yards, if you had a lot of grass in your front yard and your shit was big, that's considered status. Now niggas ain't got no yard. This is how you know niggas is fucked up. Niggas just got driveways. Dirt roads. It's fucked up. That's how you know it's bad. Big shout out to Nita. Nita in the building. Did you miss
Hey,
me?
Nita.
Did you miss me?
Everybody miss you, A1. We just said we miss your black ass. Now shut up.
I want to make sure I'm being fucking missed. Like, I'm making sure the Kicking the Door podcast show is loved.
Don't do that because we love you.
Ain't nobody say you. We know you love me. I don't know why the fuck you love me, but we know that.
You funny as fuck, just like me.
I don't know why the
Oh,
fuck
shit.
you
China.
want to be my
China.
chine in the building.
I miss you too, Nita.
Nita,
See that?
stop
She
it.
miss me, see?
Nita, stop it. You don't even know DK. DK is the worst person in
Don't
the
do
world.
that. You a goddamn liar with your
DK.
Milanese.
DK
Shut
is
up
like
with
a
your
Toyota
Milanese.
Corolla. DK is
You a
like a
goddamn
Toyota
liar.
Corolla.
I'm like a lion ready to eat and come in my jungle.
You like you said a lion in heat. What the fuck?
I said a lion that come in my jungle.
Ain't no fucking way.
Come on in my jungle. You like to eat?
I don't like to eat. Not that shit you got over there.
You a low down ass son of a bitch.
Fuck that. I don't want that shit.
Shit, low down. You can have it. Don't do that.
I don't want that shit.
If you trying to,
That shit probably still got toilet paper stuck to it. I don't want none of that.
you know what? That is sad as hell for you to say. That is low down as hell, A1. I don't have toilet paper stuck. I don't even want to know. That is
Right,
nasty as hell.
You got little pieces of toilet paper stuck down there. They call those dingleberries. Niggas ain't got time for those.
No, I don't have dingleberries because I don't have hair down there. Thank you very much. Excuse me, move. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing? How you doing?
I ain't got time for this shit today, man.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I'm trying to tell you,
That's
man.
why you open up the podcast. Yes, you do. Yes,
I
you do.
told
He
you
need to
I opened
hurry
the
up.
podcast
That
because
shit
people was
aggravating.
texting me. I was getting emails. I got so many fucking emails like, what happened to the show? What happened to
You
the
talking about
show?
people?
Go ahead, say what you said.
What happened to the show? What happened? Go ahead. I want to hear these lies.
Why I gotta be allowed? The show was fucked up. The show was out of order. You know, like when you go to a bathroom, you know that's working, but then it's like out of order. You get that sign say out of order.
Okay, well we got to get it right.
How you
Got
got
beans
my
and
email, Miss Franklin?
bologna.
Right, I
I
got
don't have your damn
beans and
email.
bologna.
I don't have your damn email. Oh, okay.
I don't know how you the co-host and don't got my email. That don't make no fucking sense.
Look, don't come over here. Stay up.
I'm trying to stay in my lane, but you out of pocket.
I love being out of pocket.
You the only co-host with toilet paper down there. That's crazy.
And you the only co-host that eat red beans and bologna. Now shut up.
Alright, I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
You a goddamn lie. You will. You don't give a damn.
Miss Franklin
You
said
have
you
Miss
never gave
Franklin.
me your email address. Because Miss Franklin, you don't read the chat. That's why you don't got it. I've been posting my email in this goddamn chat for the past 30 years.
You gonna say? I know you telling a lie. Somebody for the past 30 years.
I'm only 32, so you know, since I was 2, I've been doing it.
Now I know you telling lies that you been doing it.
Let me tell you something here, /co-host. You are.
Look, you ain't got nothing to tell me. You ain't got nothing to tell me. Thank you very much, Move.
How you doing?
How you doing?
So what's been going on in your lives out there since the days I've been missing in action? I want to know.
Everything has been lovely.
Miss Franklin talking about she new to the show. Miss Franklin, your ass is not new to the show. China, what you talking about? God don't have nothing to do with it. Who said anything about God? Ain't nobody said nothing about your Lord and Savior, China.
How you doing, China?
Yeah, China.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Somebody, you said his name in vain. I don't even call on this dude. Even in my time of need, I don't even call on him. So how can I say his name in vain? How you doing?
How you doing?
I don't even look up in the sky unless it's an airplane or a bird or a UFO. That part.
We ain't got time for none of that.
Shit, I got time. I told you. Y'all think I'm playing. I want to go on a UFO. I want to go flying with the aliens. But nah, I do want to talk about this ICE situation, though, because I've been seeing a lot of that shit lately. The ICE is running down on motherfuckers, kidnapping all the immigrants, man. They are snatching the immigrants out of cars, out of hospitals. They even snatched one immigrant out the motherfucking ambulance. That's crazy. I don't understand that shit. The ICE is fucked up out here, man. ICE is worse, man. ICE is the worst motherfuckers, man. them motherfucking illegal immigrants ain't did shit to nobody but try to earn $1, man. That's all they did, man. They got about 12 niggas in one apartment they trying to feed. They trying to get a 52-pack of ramen noodle soup, a case of Fanta sodas, a pack of motherfucking Modelo's or motherfucking whatever they drinking, Coronas. That's all they trying to do. They ain't bothering nobody. I seen 2 immigrants today looking like I was the ICE agent. I said, no, you ain't got to worry about me, motherfucker. I ain't the nigga that's after you. You ain't got to worry about me. Miss Franklin said, aren't you a Trump supporter? You fucking right. I support the capitalism. I support capitalism.
You support Trump.
Listen, don't worry about my political attributes and who I vote for, okay?
No, you don't tell me. I ask a question.
Because even though I'm not a Trump supporter, but I support some of the shit that he's saying. Now, I might be wrong sometimes, but I do support some of his bullshit. I do. What you say? What you say, DK?
I'm listening.
So let me ask you this question. I'm just being honest, right? You a tax-paying citizen, right? Like 90% of the people in this podcast is tax-paying citizens, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Ooh,
right?
it getting on my nerves.
Listen, I'm just asking a question here. Now, as a
I'm talking about the noise.
yeah, this motherfucker, I told you he about to be done. His yard almost over. He only got a driveway. I don't know what is he trying to do with this fucking driveway. I think he's trying to dry it with the fucking leaf blower.
You done dropped it, no.
He's out of pocket. I know he's out of pocket. I don't know what he's got going on with this fucking leaf blower over there. His house, he got a little house on the prairie. It's like one of them houses you make for like your doll house. That's the type of house he got. His house only was so big, he don't even got a backyard. For real. He got one of them houses that don't even come with a back door. For real. For real. But no, seriously though, right? Everybody is a tax-paying citizen on this show, right? Everybody, right? Okay, now listen. Are y'all in belief that with what he's doing with Section 8? Do y'all believe that? Honestly, because like I said before, I think Section 8 should only be a stepping stone. It shouldn't be a fucking inheritance to your kids to pass down. Honestly. That's just how I feel. I think that once you get your 2 years on Section 8, you should be on your feet. I think you'll be able to do it within 2 years, honestly. I'm just saying because, and you can't say that I'm biased about the shit because I'm not. Because my grandmama was on Section 8. Well, back in the day, she was on Section 8, right? And the thing about it is that when she passed, that shit got inherited by my moms. It was free living, yeah, but the thing about it is I don't think it should be able to go that far anymore because that's a dependent. So I agree with him on that. I agree with him on taking certain things away from people that's been utilizing it as a fucking inheritance. Honestly, I believe that. Y'all might not believe that, but I believe that. You know what I'm saying? Think about it now. Think about it, DK. Think about this shit, man. You got people that been on Section 8 all their life. When they die, on some real shit.
I know.
And I'm not saying Section 8 is not a bad thing, but what I am saying is that Section 8 need to be handled correctly. Yeah, after 2 years, get a fucking job, do something, right? If everybody else
why
could
you
do
want
it,
Section 8?
right? If everybody else could do it, why can't you do it?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's people like us that's out here paying anywhere between $1,000 to some $2,400 on rent and mortgage. When you got a motherfucker on Section 8, they only paying $5 or $6.
And more than that nowadays on Section 8. You say that now.
I'm just saying. So yeah, some of his antics I agree with, even though it hurts my own people. But my own people gotta realize again, there's a certain time limit for certain shit, man. Because here's the thing, right? If you ever looked at Section 8 or anything like that, that is a long ass waiting list sometimes, right? So now this person been on this shit for 30 fucking years. So now what if somebody that really need the help can't get the help because this nigga been on it for 30 years?
Mm-hmm.
How would that make you feel? You understand what I'm saying?
Some people will get upset.
This is, yeah, nigga, I would be upset because you on Section 8 for 30 years. And now the waiting list is over a 5-year waiting period for me to get a fucking placement in a house because you've been on this shit for 30 years and you couldn't figure this shit out in 30 fucking years. You understand? So yeah, I agree with some of Trump antics. I really do agree. I can't say I don't. But I also know that some of the shit that he doing is some foul shit too. But that doesn't mean I'm a full-fledged Trump supporter though, Miss Franklin, because I'm not. I just agree with some of the shit that he's doing. You know what I mean? And the rest of the shit I don't really give a fuck about. Because in order, like let me tell y'all something, man. We all can sit back and complain about every fucking thing in life, right? We sit back and we complain about who's doing what, who's not doing what, who got this and who don't have this. But in all reality, man, it's only what the fuck you make it, man. That's it, man. You know what I mean? It's only what the fuck you really sit here and make this shit out to be. And Miss Franklin, how the fuck did you ever think I'm a motherfucking Trump supporter, man? I would never support the racist antics that he's with the bullshit. And honestly, let me tell you something. I'm not even racist. I just don't like certain aspects of life that these motherfuckers consider racist. And I want y'all to think about that. There's certain aspects of life that niggas just consider racist, right? Like niggas are just racist for no reason. Ms. Franklin says, based on your comments, I thought you were out of fucking pocket. Mm-hmm. So you might as well call me a fucking woman hater too. You might as well call me the vice president of the He-Man Woman Hater Club because some of my antics be towards women, and then you know what that made me a women not lover or some shit.
A little rascal.
Right, that part. That's what that makes me. Big shout out to that comment. Facts.
$1.
China says I agree with some of that, but definitely the most because of ICE is out of pocket in Charlotte. Yeah, these niggas is out of pocket, man. They running niggas down, man. ICE is out of pocket, man. ICE is running niggas over, under the bus, over the bus, all types of shit, man. And then the worst consumers of taxpayers' money right now. Just Jim. Hi, Just Jim. But they the worst motherfuckers of fucking taxpayers' money right now because fucking taxpayers is funding ICE to look for immigrants in a fucking Jeep Grand Wagoneer that's a $90,000 vehicle. And you know they ain't got the basic shit. They got the upgraded package. So you talk about a $110,000 vehicle ICE is using to jump out on motherfuckers and brand new. Brand fucking new. And I can't even get a motherfucking Toyota Prius right now. Let me ask the government to help me get around so I can work. But these niggas want to get them niggas $110,000 car just to go capture niggas. What the fuck? Where they do that at? This shit is ass backwards.
They were telling.
Ass fucking backwards, man. But I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret, right? For those people that want to invest their money, man, I'm just gonna give you this is the only time I'm gonna give you advice, man. Okay? I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. We know this is one of the oldest professions and businesses out there, used cars, right? Everybody need a car, right? Used cars, right? But I'm gonna tell you a little secret about used cars. You know you can take a used car in the U.S. and sell it to a foreign country that's have nothing but poverty like Africa, and you can make that money back 10 times off that used car. You can make that money 10 times back off that one used car. And not in African currency, in U.S. dollars. in U.S. fucking dollars, man. And right now, the biggest consumer of used cars is one of the car manufacturers where they make the shit, and that's fucking Japan and China. You know what they do with all their used cars? They put them shits in cargo ships and ship them shits right back to Africa for more than what the car is even worth. You know, it's crazy out here, man. But we think, see, some of us in the U.S., man, we don't think like that, though, right? We don't think about shipping fucking cars back to fucking Africa and shit like that. We just think about, like, you know, what's going on in the U.S. of A., right? The good old U.S. of A., the American fucking dream, or should I say the American scheme, right? But that's just a little food for thought, man, for people that want to make money. See, the money is no longer in the USA no more. The money has always been in other countries. We just too fucking slow to figure that shit out. So anybody that got any connections overseas, man, look into that shit, man. Overseas is where the money at. Overseas is where the money is at, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. And if you don't got any connections overseas, try to find one. Try to find a connection somewhere. Cause that's where the fuck the money at, man. But anyway, man, how's everybody week going, man? Weekend? What the fuck did y'all do? What the fuck is today anyway? That's the question.
That's sad to hear. Today's Tuesday.
Damn, it is Tuesday, huh?
I don't want to look here around with your brain, baby.
Let me tell you
Then
something.
he going with that damn blower. That damn blower getting on my nerves.
He in the backyard right now. You still hear him?
Yeah.
That means he in somebody else's yard. Let him be happy. Let him be great. He's having a fun day
Let him
blowing
be
somebody
happy. Let him
else's
be
yard.
great.
Let him be great. You gotta let people be great nowadays. DJ, they let you be great. Look how many times you've been to Maury. Look, they done let you be great over 13 times.
Maury, first of all, Maury is not the only show that I've been on. Thank you very much.
How you do?
You gonna wear that man name out.
You listen. You've been on. All right, how many shows have you been on? And I'm just talking about the number. Don't tell me the names of the shows. But how many shows have you been on?
I've been on 2 shows. And
How
4
many
movies.
times?
I've been on 1 show twice. And I've been on the other shows 15 times. 15, not 13, 15.
17
We'll
times.
make it 15. We'll make it 16 times, yeah.
18 times you've been on TV shows. 18 times.
Plus I've done plus I'm doing 2 more movies, so there's 4 movies in all.
Alright, so you got 18 shows under your belt plus 2 movies.
4 movies.
Well, 4 movies.
Mhm.
So somebody letting you be great, right?
It's God letting me be great.
Now, I don't want you to mention God because, you know, these people get real serious about God. The first thing they start
I
talking
get
about,
serious too.
they
That's
start
why I said
going
God is
crazy
letting
when
me
you
be
start
great.
talking about God. These people on this
I
show,
don't-
God is out of
I'm
pocket.
not. Well, I can talk about God because He's been great in my life. He's the reason why I'm being great.
Well, you're being
It's
great,
not
though,
about.
right?
Yeah, everything
That's
is
the
going
point.
fine.
That's the point.
But that's why. But see, people take it too. People don't know. People these days don't know how to take it serious.
They try to talk
People
about
don't
whatever,
know.
hey.
People don't understand how great you can be because of that man above. That's what people fail to realize. When you didn't win the lottery, you didn't win it by yourself. God made sure you win, and He can also take it away.
So let me ask you a question.
Ask me anything you want to ask me.
Let me ask you a question. So when you win the lottery, it's because of God, right?
Yeah, you pray about it.
And when
Ask
you
God to
lose
help
the
you
lottery,
out.
whose fault is that?
God take it away from you when you do dumb shit. Like I just
I
said. You
just
didn't hear
want to
me just say
know,
that?
because the reason why I bring this up, right? I mean, people might think I'm being funny, but I'm not. But this is why I bring this shit up. Because everything that good happens to somebody, they always want to thank God, right? And then when things bad happen to them, the first thing they say, oh, the devil at work. Well, you know God played both sides of the field. He's not just one way, right? If that's your belief. Because as they say, God will give it and God will take it away. Then don't they say that?
That's
Ain't
right.
it's like, okay. So just because bad things happen doesn't mean it's the devil at work. It's God too.
Of course it is, but guess what? God also said, just like he turned water into wine. That don't mean you go and drink your goddamn life away just because he turned water into wine.
And the devil made motherfucking Hennessy. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. Here go Miss Franklin now. See what you done started? Miss Franklin said, don't speak on God if you don't believe in him. Why not? Shit, why not? Why not? How is it that I can't speak on something that nobody has ever saw, touched, or felt, right? Now, you could say that you have, or whatever the case may be. You can have your own analogy to this. But why can't I speak on it? Tell me why. What exempts me from speaking on it? Because right now it sounds like you being biased, and that's an ungodly way. That's an ungodly way. You can't be like that. God tells you don't be like that. China writes, I don't think God has anything to do with gambling. Just my opinion. I'm just saying, because that's what people say, right? People say, oh, because good things happen. If I hit the lottery, oh, I want to thank God. But then if they lose all their fucking money, then they say it's the devil working his magic. No. Why it gotta be the devil? Why can't it be God though? Miss Franklin said, keep this name out your mouth. Like on some Will Smith shit. Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Yep. That's exactly what he said.
Miss Franklin, you can't tell me that because you're not being godly like Miss Franklin. You have to be godly. I can talk about God, whether I believe in him or not. How many preachers talk about God and the Bible all day, but take the people's money to go buy a motherfucking Lamborghini Urus?
Or cheat on his wife with the congregation.
Right. So why can't I talk about him? I don't have to know him, Miss Franklin, to talk about him. You think I have to know God to talk about God? Who else feels like that? Who else feels like you have to know God to talk about God? Because believe you me, there's a million of people that don't believe that, you know, that's very high powered people that don't believe in God and they still talk about it. But who in this chat believes that you can't talk about something unless you know about it? Who believes that? Let's talk about it now. Come on, let's talk about it. Saints and sinners. Let's go. Saints and sinners. Saints and sinners. Let's talk about it. China says, I don't believe that. What you think, DK? Do you believe that?
No.
Right. So in other words, Miss Franklin is being biased, and that's an ungodly way. Miss Franklin, you're being very ungodly. You're being ungodly, a woman of like, come on now. You're being ungodly. You're being an ungodly woman. You can't do that, Miss Franklin.
That is true, China.
Come on now.
Each and every one of us, what we done, good, bad, and ugly.
But see, that's the thing, right? And that's what pisses me off the most with a lot of people that take religion too serious. Because I don't think it's God that they take serious. Hold on. I want to say this. I don't think it's God they take serious. I think it's the religion they take serious. And people say, well, damn, why you say that, right? I said, because 90% of people are going to make mistakes. Well, I can't even say 90%. All people make mistakes. right? 'Cause that's human nature. We all make mistakes, right? And believe it or not, God made a mistake in the beginning of time. If you read the Bible, he made a mistake. Okay? Regardless if you want to believe that or not, he has made a mistake. And he made a mistake with humans, and he wiped them all out and brought them back again. How, if that's what I mean, that's what it say, right? But here's the thing, though. See, a lot of people really don't believe in God because they think that God is such perfect, but he's really not, because it's even stated. It even was stated that he made a mistake. Now, when it comes to their religion, yes, that's where their faith and they belief is in their religion, not in God, because he made mistakes. He even admitted to himself of making mistakes. So you can't say, oh, this is what it is, and you can't say this, and you can't do that because you don't believe. How? Maybe I could be just going through a mistake of not believing. But since you want to be so ungodly, womanly right now, maybe I don't want to come to God no more because you said I can't talk about something I don't believe in. Because before you believe in anything, you have to gain knowledge of this, don't you? You have to ask questions, right? You have to talk about these things, right? In order for someone to come to God wholeheartedly. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Right.
Everybody have different beliefs in God.
That part. And that's the point that I'm
So
making.
that's why when you asked me that question, that's why I said no, because God never forsake anybody. It don't matter if you did good, bad, or ugly. But if that man can come see you in your dreams, you never know.
That part. What's up, China?
Hey, happy Tuesday, everyone. So
Hey,
I was just gonna
China.
say,
Damn, it's
hey,
still
I was
Tuesday?
just gonna say that
They want to start drinking him.
God has no respect to person whatsoever. So that means that you could be a saint, you could be a sinner, and what I think people forget is that when we accept God as our personal savior and we decide to live a life for God, we forgot that there was a life prior to living for God,
That part.
that we did not know God, that we didn't accept God, that we did not believe in the things of God or God. So prior to all of those things, we were that person. We were the unbeliever. So we can't say that we shouldn't speak of those things, or we shouldn't thank God, or we shouldn't. God said, let everything that have breath praise the Lord. That is written in the Bible. So that means everything, every creature, everything that's made, everything that has breath gets to praise the Lord. Period. So if I want to have a conversation about God, or if I want to speak on God, whether good, bad, or ugly, until I come into the knowledge of God, or whoever doesn't believe, I want that person to be able to speak their truth until they come into the true knowledge of who God is. Because I once was that person.
I respect that. Blues, I welcome in Blues. But now here's the wild shit, right? While we talking on this subject, I got two comments on this subject right here, right? Which kind of fucks me up with people. And again, I think people don't believe in God. I just think they believe in the religion of God. Okay? Because here's the thing, right? God created the most beautiful angel in the world that defied him on many levels. Not just one time, but a few times. And God forgave him. Until he actually told God himself, you too fucking lenient. He didn't say it like that, but I'm just, I'm a hood nigga. I'm gonna say it how the fuck I want to say it. I'm gonna come to him or anybody like I want to. He said, you too fucking lenient on these motherfucking humans that you love so much. You ain't the same nigga that I knew from before. You ain't the same nigga. So you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm about to go do what I'm going to do. I'm about to take half of these motherfucking soldiers and angels with me because they believe the same shit that I believe. So I'm about to go downstairs while you stay upstairs with your nonsense. That's what he told them. That's what he
Well,
told them.
hey, that's
That's
not really
well,
how that
I'm talking about
went.
in the hood sense. In the hood sense. I'm talking about the hood sense. I'm in the hood sense.
Okay.
We know that didn't
You're
happen
gonna
in the
say,
Bible.
okay,
Yeah.
you tell it
In
your
the hood
way.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it my way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you tell it your way.
Right, I'm gonna tell it my way. That part. So he went downstairs, opened up shop, made a new crack spot with mad niggas selling crack and all types of shit. Selling souls, trying to get souls and all types of shit. He give you anything for your soul. So he was selling some shit. But now here's the wild shit, Miss Franklin. Do you think your God still hate his greatest creation because of what he did? You think your God would still define his greatest creation if he came back and repented to God and told God he fucked up? You think God would shun him away? That's the question for you. And if you answer that question politely and correctly, then you'll have full knowledge of where I'm getting at. That's the point. His greatest creation defied him. But if you think his greatest creation came back and apologized and repented, you think he wouldn't accept him back? He probably wouldn't give him the same position. But do you think that he would accept him back? Absolutely. If this is your God, the old merciful. I mean, come on. I mean, but yes, Miss Franklin, you can speak. I've never denied you from speaking on this show. Shit, you like, if I'm the CEO and DK the CFO, you like the COO. Oh shit, that part. But come on up here.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Miss Franklin. Welcome to the Kick in the Door podcast. I'm your host, Part Satan, A1.
I can't.
You know what? That's you know what? That's real cute. So, hey, okay, so here's what I have to say. When you don't see, you just told the story, and you told it all right.
I told it from my perspective. I didn't tell it from your perspective. I didn't tell it from the Bible perspective. I told it from my perspective.
Here's the thing, though. That's just like I feel like the same way I feel like people I love. I'm speaking on people I love that you don't know.
So let me ask you this. All right, since you say don't speak on people you love, so I'm wrong for telling the story from my perspective? Just answer me that question, yes or no. I'm wrong for telling the story from my perspective?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Well, then this is what I want you to do. Hold on. This is what I want you to do. I want you to dig up every last motherfucker that wrote that Bible who told the story from their perspective.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me see. You said you were going to let me see.
Well, you don't want to check them niggas out. Go ahead.
Can everybody go on mute though, because there's feedback.
All right, I'm gonna go mute.
While she talks.
Go ahead, Miss Franklin.
My issue about all of that, that's just like you're somebody I care about. And someone comes and starts saying things about you and they don't even know you. They're going by hearsay or things that are not facts and they're developing an opinion about you. I'm not going to sit there and let them, bash your head in because, I'm like, you don't know him like that, so don't speak on him. So I'm definitely, if I'm going to be like that for you, I'm definitely going to be like that for God. And that's just how I feel.
But Miss Franklin, that's the way of the world. That you can't change nobody's opinion, nobody's perspective of what they say about anyone or anything in this lifetime. You cannot. Because hold on. That's that person's opinion. I don't give a niggas talk about me now, good and bad. You think I give a fuck? You think I care? I don't care. And the worst thing for you to do for me, if you say you're going to check it, the worst thing for you to do for me, just like in God, is to bring it back to me. Because, like you say, you believe that much in God. You think God don't want to hear that shit. When you pray to God, he don't want to hear, hey, yo, this nigga A1 was talking about you, man. Like he out of pocket. He gonna tell you, why you bringing this to me? This is your prayer. This ain't his. The same way I'm
No, I
gonna
don't
tell
come to
you.
God. I don't come to God about, just like I wouldn't come to you about somebody, something someone said about you. I handle it. And I don't have to tell him because he gives this conversation as we speak.
And guess what?
And
When my
all
ears
I'm
start ringing, I hear
saying
these niggas talking about me
is,
too.
so the point is this, the point is this. You have a broad audience here. You shouldn't bash God because you got people on here with different beliefs and different feelings when it comes to God.
But
If
here's the
you don't respect God, then that's your thing. But I feel like you shouldn't be on here bashing God. Find somebody else to respect God.
well, I'm sorry, Bianca. I'm sorry. The only reason why I'm saying I'm sorry is because not everybody in this world believes in God. There's people that have their faith in rats. There's people that have their faith in monkeys. There's other religions that worship fucking rodents before they worship a man. So I can't say that I'm apologetic for talking about somebody or something you say I don't know. But here's the grace point about that. You do get grace points because guess what? Everybody talk about everything that they don't know or somebody that they don't know. Everyone does that. Everybody. And
Okay, but
it's people, places, and things, regardless. Because here's the thing, Ms. Franklin, if you have a coworker and y'all see a nice car, and even though y'all don't own this car, you can't afford this car, but y'all both like this car, y'all gonna talk about this car. You don't know the car. You never driven the car. You talk about Hawaii. Listen, you could talk about Hawaii. You never been to Hawaii, but you want to go. You want to experience it. It's people, places, and things people going to always talk about, whether they've been there, know it, or don't know it. That's just life. And God is one of those things people are going to talk about, whether it's good or bad. Yes, we understand that you are a very religious woman. Yes, we understand that there's people that's godly. Yes, we understand I have a broad audience all over the fucking world. But all over the world doesn't believe everything that each and every one of us say or do.
that is true. But you need to be mindful of
I
offending
can't
people.
be mindful, Miss Franklin. I'm sorry. I can't be mindful because there's a yin and a yang to everything. There's a good and a bad experience with everything and everyone. I can't be mindful.
So here's my
I'm
thing.
not
This is all
biased.
really, okay, so this
That's
is
what
what I
you're
would
here
say.
for. That's what you're here
I
for.
have no problems with people asking questions about God, but I do have an issue with
You
someone
can't
saying,
have a problem with that, Miss Franklin. That's what I keep
"Oh, I
telling
do."
you.
You can't tell me how to feel. You
That's
can't
my
tell me how
point.
to
That
feel.
you say it again. Say it again. I can't what?
You can't tell me how to feel, just like I can't tell you how to feel.
Right. So you
But I
can't.
can
All you could do is voice your
keep my opinion
opinion.
to myself. I keep
You
my
can
opinion to
voice your
myself.
opinion as you always do, and I love when you do that. You can voice your opinion, but you cannot state how one can conduct anything a person does. Because regardless if my audience is broad or small, there's people that feel like me and there's people that feel like you. You
I
have to
stated my opinion.
understand that.
I feel like my opinion is you shouldn't say things like that. That's just
No,
my opinion.
I could say what I want to say. That's the thing.
And you
And
do,
so
but I'm
could
still going to
you.
be here to correct you. And I'm still here to correct you. Do
And,
not
and,
talk
and,
about
and,
God.
and you can check me, you can check anybody, but I want you, but don't just check me. Check everybody else who wrote their own fucking attribute in those Bibles. You check them niggas too. You go dig them niggas up and you check them niggas and you tell them niggas you shouldn't have said this because this is not true.
You know what?
No,
I'm not.
no, 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 no. See. Here's the thing, right? No, don't do it. But you have to realize, Miss Franklin, the Bible's been written by man
It
over
was
and
motivated
over
by
and
God.
over and over and over from other people's perspective.
but it was motivated by God. Everything was
It's other
created at
people's
God.
perspective, though, Miss Franklin. It's not
Do
just
you
God's.
do you hear me bashing Satan? Do you hear me
To
talking about Satan?
I
Do you
don't
hear me
give a
bashing
fuck if
Satan?
you're bad Satan or not. I don't believe in that motherfucker. I just know I got a room. I got a whole apartment down there. I know that. I didn't say you can't bash him. I don't believe in him. I don't give a fuck what you say about Satan. I don't care what you say about God. That's your opinion. That's your perspective. That's not mine. Yes, China, I see your light on.
Okay. What I wanted to say was, and I'm gonna try to say this as humble as I know how, but yet as strong as I know how. For God I live and for God I die. Don't ever let this podcast get anyone twisted. I say the things that I say in the topics that I say them in, but don't ever let anything get you twisted. My lifestyle can only be judged by God. But what I will never, ever, ever do, hey, can you go on mute?
Sure.
What I will never, ever, ever do is not allow myself to be a living epistle. The Bible says that we should allow ourselves to be a living epistle, to be read and seen of men and women everywhere. That our lives should, when people see us, they should want to draw closer to God. That's number one. Number two, no one should ever feel offense to anything that we do or say when it comes to God. So if I believe in God and or anyone else on this platform gets up there and says anything negative against God, yes, I'm going to stand up and say what I got to say because my representation and my testimony is about the God that I know and I love and I know what he's done for me. But if God has not done those things for them as of yet, they cannot attest to those things. But I'm not going to judge them because one thing is for certain and two things for sure. I know that God can do all things but fail. And if I keep coming on this podcast and representing God the way that I do, not only on this podcast, but just in my personal life and being a friend outside of this podcast to the people that I'm friends with, I know eventually my prayers will be answered in their lives. And that's period. So my whole thing is I'm never going to say they shouldn't say what they want to say. That's how they feel. I don't know what or anybody else has been through in their lives concerning their negative approach towards God, the church, or anything else. But what all I can do is say, you know what? That hasn't been that hasn't been what I've gone through and live the life that God wants me to live in front of them. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense.
Oh, that's a lot of sense. I'm with you totally.
Now, hold on. Now, I want to say this, right? I want to say this. I haven't posed no negativity towards anyone's belief, anyone's God, because of who I am as a man. But the thing about it is, just because I can sit here and say I don't believe doesn't make me, as what they say, an atheist or any other name that you want to describe me or anyone that doesn't believe, you know, in your belief. Because here's the problem with that. We were taught certain things in life. We was taught that this color blue is the color of the sky. We was taught that 1 + 1 = 2, right? We was taught all this shit. But now, if you can read different ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics or whatever the case may be, when it comes to certain math, because this is just basic math, okay, that we're taught. See, everything that we're taught is just basic shit. A lot of shit that we talk about, especially when it comes to religion and God, we don't get really too much in depth with, because they don't release really too much in depth shit. Okay? So the basics is what we know. And the basics is what we take to heart. But I can guarantee you this, and I don't take God from anyone or your religion from anyone, but I can guarantee you this. Besides the basic knowledge that you do know of God, of whatever religion that you claim, I can guarantee you that 90% of these people have never did in-depth research or history upon what they believe in, upon what they're giving. Because not one of these motherfuckers anywhere in the world can ever tell me that they practice Buddhism and they believe in the Hinduism or whatever the case may be. But how many motherfuckers actually did in-depth research? How many actually motherfuckers went to the Vatican and read books that you cannot, that's not for you? How many of y'all actually went and actually spoke to cardinals and things in the Vatican? How many people actually did this? How many people actually went to these places to understand what it really is? Not what you're told it is, what it really is. Fuck what you're taught. Fuck what you're told it is. How many went there to actually for the experience of what they believe in? Because if we're going to give all grace to God and all grace to religion, how many people actually went that motherfucking deep into their religion to understand it? Not just what you give in that church. Not just what you're seeing on these stupid ass social media sites. Not just what you're hearing or what the government wants you to hear about your religion. How many people actually been there? I'm not talking about going to a confession booth and confessing to a priest or a pastor or whatever the case may be. Going to have acknowledgement of what you believe in 110%. That's the problem. We are taught the basics of what to believe and what not to believe. Even in humanity, we are taught the basics of what we should believe in and what we not should believe in, because 90% of what we believe in, anyone that we ever loved or anyone we ever cherished or anyone that ever stood by our side, is what they have shown us. From their ways of actions, from their ways of talking, from their body language, from their understanding, their perspective of how they live their life. Here's the most fantastic thing, and I'm going to bring this up one time and one time only. Do you know why? Even though Malcolm X was Muslim, do you know why Malcolm X had a change of heart when he came back from Mecca? You know why? Because he was taught in the beginning that all white people are racist. That if you're not black, then you know, they consider you to be a racist or whatever the case may be. But when he came back from Mecca, when he went to Egypt and he saw different things and he had experience with different things, his whole mindset changed. His whole mindset changed. His whole mindset changed. The way of his thought has changed. The way he spoke has changed. Why? Because he went and got the full-fledged experience of his religion that he fought so hard for, but didn't have the right acknowledgement about it. And a lot of us who claim these religions to be the best thing in our life, and I'm not taking that from you. I'm not taking that from you. But in order for these religions to become the best thing in your life, you have to do research upon your own religion. You have to dig deeper than what anyone is teaching you or what anyone is giving you to say to be the truth. This is why I don't like going into this type of, topic on the show, but I think it's a good topic because We all believe in something we don't even know. And it's funny that Miss Franklin sit there and tell me that. She sit there and tell me, hey, you can't talk about something you don't know. You can't talk about God because you don't know him. Well, Miss Franklin, I'll tell you like this. You might have had a couple of the experience in your life and all that and that and that and that, but I don't think you even know him. That's just my opinion. I don't even think you even understand how your religion came about. Besides what the pastors done told you or what you were taught as a kid growing up, because you never went to experience how your religion was formed. Who formed your religion? Somebody had to form it. Who formed your religion? That part. That part. See, we can sit here and talk about we know certain things, but half of us don't even do the proper research. I don't even believe in God, and I did extensive research. Extensive on Christianity, Muslims. And here's the thing. Being Muslim is not a religion. I don't know where people get that from. Muslim is not a religion. Muslim is not a religion. Oh, I'm Muslim. No, it's not. Hinduism. It's really not a religion. What do you believe in? But people don't understand that. People don't understand the graphics behind it. And I'm not saying people. Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing, right? When you take, here's the thing. When you take, and I'm talking about the Arabic religion of as they say Muslim, right? I'm just gonna leave it in a simple form for now. Muslim, right? You have to take a shahada to do this, to do this, to become a part of this religion, right? And like same thing, like in Christianity, you have to get baptized or some shit like that, right? Here's the thing. You believe in what? You believe in what? You believe in the unknown, the unseen, the unheard. You believe in what's been passed down from generations to generations to generations. That's your belief. But see, that's what belief is, having faith. Is to believe in something. It's to believe in something. I'm not trying to knock nobody. I'm not trying to and I can never sit there and tell you I can understand a person that believes in their religion. I can never sit there and tell you that, because shit changes drastically. Shit changes drastically. And I'm not talking about the religion changes people. People changes drastically. So I'm not trying to knock nobody. I'm not trying to take nothing away from nobody, but I just need for y'all to do your own research on what you actually believe, or what you can actually consider truth, or what you actually consider faith. That part. That part. Because sometimes word of mouth is not enough. Word of mouth is not enough. Word of mouth only going to get you to a certain level. But I can guarantee you, half of y'all Christians on here can't tell me y'all ever read the unreleased scrolls. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. Y'all can't even tell me who the third cardinal in the Vatican for all my Christians without looking it up. And I'm not trying to knock what y'all believe in. I'm just trying to give you clarity. You have to do your own research. You have to understand it. The same way sometimes when I be on the show and I talk my shit, y'all go run and research what the fuck I say. And y'all need to do that to yourselves in your own religion sometimes, man, because a lot of shit that's been spoken to you are not necessarily true. You're taught certain things to make you believe certain things so you can have an understanding of what should be, not what is. See, there's a difference. There's a difference on what life should be, but there's a difference between what life is. There's a complete difference. Because people, and I'm not directing towards you, Miss Franklin. I believe you believe what you believe. I believe you a good woman. I understand that. But people tend to forget their religion when it comes to certain debates. People tend to forget their religion when it comes to doing certain things. Because, like I said before, you can't be that much of a godly woman and still tell me what I can and cannot talk about, with God or not, whether I believe or not, because that's an ungodly way. If you want to think about that, I'm just being real, right? I bring the yin and yang to every topic that come to the show. I bring the good points, I bring the bad points. That's just who the fuck I am. That's just me. That's just who I am. I bring you truth, and sometimes I'm not always fucking right. You gotta go Google it, or you gotta go look it up, or you gotta go do what the fuck you need to do to actually see if damn, is this nigga A1 right, or is he wrong? And if you come back saying, yo, A1, I'm wrong, and if it doesn't apply to my facts and what I have my understanding, I will sit there and tell you, yo, I'm fucking wrong. You right. That happened plenty of times on the show. But what I'm not going to do, she said, Jay Hatter said, won't offend you. No, Jay Hatter, nothing offends me, bro. This is a podcast, bro. Whether I debate with a female, male, religion, politics, money, business, whatever, however, personal issues, foreign issues, none of this shit bothers me. None of this shit get under my skin, man. Because I know what I know and you know what you know. You feel how you feel and I feel how I feel. Because 90% of the time, you're going to do what the fuck you want to do, and I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. And I'm going to believe what I want to believe, and you're going to believe what you're going to believe. You know how many times I had dinner with my family, and we all had separate meals? Every last one of us. My kid had McDonald's. One other kid had Burger King. The girlfriend that I was dating at the time had motherfucking lobster and shrimp, and guess what I had? Guess what the fuck? I had tacos. So everything is not going to be the same all the time. Everybody's going to be different. That's just what it is. But I do want people to do research on what you believe in. I do want people to understand that whatever you believe in, it has a start to it. And 90% of people that believe in whatever the fuck they believe in can't even tell me how it or when it started. Or let alone why. Everything that we learn right now, here's my thing. When you spell out history, and I know people can spell, let's spell out history together, right? History. History, right? Let's say it again. History. That's how you spell history. Am I correct? But now let's break this shit down. It's his story, man. That's what you failing to realize. These stories can get alterated every fucking time it's repeated. It's kind of like the game you played when you was in fucking middle school. The telephone game. You know when you lined up 40, 60 motherfucking students and you gonna see who get the motherfucking message wrong? Let's play that game. So I'm gonna whisper in DK ear. Let me know if you can hear me, DK. God is good. Right? And DK whisper in China ear. God is cooked. And then China whisper in Miss Franklin ear. God is shook. You done heard 4 different things. But that's not where the point of origin came from. It sounds similar to the origin. But it really is not. Right. So you got to do research before you sit there and try to bite someone else's head or ear off like Mike Tyson and saying you're wrong. No, I'm not. I'm not wrong. Because we don't even know the fucking real truth. That's how many times religion has been rewritten. That's how many times. This has been rewritten. I love what people believe in. Trust me, I do. I love what people understand. Trust me, I do. But I appreciate more what people don't understand. Because I haven't had one person come up here and say, well, damn, yo, I don't understand. Everybody just knows. You knows because this is what you taught. You know because you think that this is fact. You know because this is what everybody else is saying and doing. You know. But not one person said, yo, I really don't know. I really don't understand. See, I'm that guy. I'm that guy gonna tell you that I don't know, I don't understand. And I got no problem telling you to your face, you don't know, you really don't understand. It's kind of like the person that's going through a lot of shit in their life and the other person who really got minor shit going on, they tell you that they understand. That person. How the fuck you understand? You ain't never go through this shit. You may think you went through some shit, and I can't take the shit that you went through away from you, but you ain't go through this type shit right here. So you really can't understand. Because those words wouldn't even come out your mouth. Talk about it now. Talk about it. DK, you left me? You're not my co-host no more? You ain't saying too much, DK. Where you at? I'm going to take me a shot of this motherfucking good Henny that the devil done turned for me.
Leave that damn Henderson alone and quit telling lies. Leave that Henderson alone. See, that's what's wrong with you now.
What lies did I tell?
Wanna damn drink something. Leave them folks shit alone.
You smoke marijuana, right?
Marijuana it help with pain. Hennessy Hennessy messes up your liver. Don't you see that? Coffee is not gonna block it. You still a drink.
All right, you know what? I got a question for you. I got a question for you, DK, because I just got like 5 emails, right? I got 5 emails just now, and they said, why do DK sound like an owl?
I'm not an owl.
But that person right there just said that.
Well, Ed doing why they think I sound like an owl.
They said, why she sound like an owl?
Put the email in the group
somebody
chat.
you know too.
Let me see.
You ain't supposed to say let me see.
Why not?
You supposed to ask what?
Nope.
At least you're smart. You caught on to it. You're fine. But no, seriously, like I'm not sitting here like trying to again deter people from their religion or whatever they believe in. I'm just trying to give people clarity that a lot of us don't even know what the fuck we actually believe in. We can sit there and say, I believe in God. I just go to church because church is the house of God. There's a catch-22 behind that. And I can guarantee you no one can tell me what that catch is. Because if it's the house of God, then you believe in it. But you also believe in they fucking, what they do, how they go about their situation, their religion, right? Because I want to talk about Christianity right quick. I want to talk about this, right? And a lot of people know this, but they don't know this. Okay. And I said this before on my show before, and I need everybody in the chat to correct me if I'm right or wrong, or to voice your opinion, whatever you like to do. They say that the Pope is the closest thing to God, right? He's like the closest thing to God. Am I right? That's what they say, right? DK, you help me out with this one. DK ran away.
Ever heard of that?
You never heard of that, DK?
If I did, it was something that I heard when I was little.
Okay, well, for those who don't believe me, you can
I have
actually.
my faith in God. I have my faith in God.
No. I just want to state this. This is how crazy religion is, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say that the Pope is the closest thing to God when it comes to Christianity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look this up. I want y'all to look this up. They say Pope is the most. He's untouchable. You can't fuck with him. He's more protected than the president of the United States. He's more protected than anybody in the fucking world. And he's supposed to be the closest thing to God. Right? Tell me how. It's just me now, but this is actual true facts. Tell me how can one man be the closest thing to God if the motherfucker is voted in? He's voted in like our presidency. He's voted in. You have to vote this nigga to be the closest thing to God. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that you're going to tell me that the most protected man in the fucking world is the closest thing to God after you done voted this nigga in to be that. Again, people, do your research. Understand what it is. And if you don't understand, again, do your research.
Hello.
You see, man has a way, and I don't want to say it's the devil. I don't want to say it's God. I don't want to say it's anyone but man. Man has a way, and a lot of women say this about men, period, right? Now I'm going to switch it up a little bit. A lot of women say this about men, period, about the manipulation tactics. We see everything that we try to understand, that we try to believe in, is manipulated by man. Whether it be your relationship, whether it's what you believe in or what you don't believe in, whether it be anything other than what's not man-made. But anything that's man-made that man can get his hands on will and can be manipulated. Will and can be manipulated. It can be altered. It can be altered. What's not man-made, whether it be God, whether it be science, mathematics, or whether it just be fucking plain old DNA from everything that's not man-made, those things cannot be altered. Because everything that's man-made has different genes, have different cycles. I'm not talking about period cycles, have different cycles. Just like they say with humans, right? They say humans are made up of the same DNA pattern process, right? But humans also are not the same because our fingerprints is not one human being in this world that have the same fingerprints. Everything that's man-made has its own unique pattern of traits and DNA. Everything. And that's just the way of life. Every tree is not the same. Believe it or not. So, again, anything that's man-made can and will be altered to a certain extent, to a certain extent, and sometimes even at a certain expense because of the manipulation tactics. And that's just human nature, right? That's just human nature. Because if I can sit here and make people believe in something that's not real, how many will follow? But if I can make you believe in something that is real, but alter it to my liking, how many people will follow? See, the thing about people is not knowing. See, if you don't know, if it sounds good and it's believable, and with people you can physically touch it and see it, you're gonna go with it. Most definitely will, regardless of what you believe or what you don't believe. But if I gave you a scenario which you cannot see or touch or hear or taste and ask you to believe in it, 90% of you wouldn't unless it's altered to the point of belief. And I'm not saying that that's what happened with God or religion, but what I am saying, it's the human way. It's the human way. Again, y'all may not believe in this. You don't have to, but it's the truth. That's what humanity is. Evolution, to evolve, right? No matter how you evolve, no matter why you evolve, as long as you evolve. And 9 times out of 10, those that don't choose to evolve, they actually conform. Think about what I'm telling y'all now. Just because you don't choose to evolve, you still conform to the changing of times. You conform to that. There's some of us who don't, but there's 90% of us, 99.9% on some Murray shit, DNA test, patent shit. You conform. You conform to the changing of times, even if you don't agree with the evolutionary process. And that's a fact. I just hate to tell people that, but that's the truth. And when you conform to the process, you become a part of whatever they got going on. You can call it, soldiers, whatever. That's just what it is. People will conform, regardless. Because that's your way of adapting to everyday life. You have to learn to adapt. If you don't adapt, you will get left behind. So people will take those in consideration of saying, well, damn, you know what? Might as well. You can't beat them, join them. That's what happens without you even knowing. Without you even knowing. But see, man has a way of making you conform as far as a need. And that's the truth. Man will make you conform and make you believe that it's a need to do these things, or it's a need for you to have these things, or it's a need to see what the fuck he sees. Because if not, Stone Age would have never been gone if people didn't think that way. Jay Hadder says it is rare that a person was not raised in a house of faith can understand why faith exists. What do y'all feel about that? Y'all believe what Jay Hatter said? To me, and for me, I don't think that. See, Jay Hatter, the thing is this. You don't have to be raised in a house of faith. All you have
Not
to do
really.
is be around them people.
No, you
How
don't
many
have to be.
people? Okay, I'm sorry, DK.
No, you good. No, I was reading what he said, but no, you don't have to. And he said rare. You're right about that. It is rare. So some of us was raised by a one parent household, you know.
I want to bring up a situation to strike that rarity.
Okay.
You had 90% of people that was killed in Waco, Texas. You had 90% of people that drank the Kool-Aid, and 90% of them people was all Christianity, religious people who believed in God. They just found the man that manipulated the situation to his liking, which I just spoke upon, and killed them people or had them people murdered. See, belief, again, the belief system, right? The belief system. See, the belief system not only creates soldiers for that person's or that entity's process, it doesn't just create soldiers of war, of religion. It creates confusion. It creates confusion in one's mind of what is true and what is not true. Because I'd be damned if I would have drank that motherfucking grape Kool-Aid and killed my goddamn self. Because this is what the motherfucker said to do. When I know that my belief in my God at that point in time was more greater than anything else, but it was a manipulation tactic, which I always say, man has a way of manipulating the process of what you believe in. What's up, Jay Hatter? Welcome in. Jay Hatter?
It was Jim Jones.
Jay Hatter, your internet is out of pocket. Yeah, you sound like an AI robot right now.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, there you go, Jay Hatter. Got you.
Okay. Sorry. I'll move. You hear me now?
Yep.
Can you hear me now? I think you misspoke. You said Waco. Waco is the Davidians, and you're talking about Jim Jones and the Guyana.
There you go.
Yeah.
I brought up both situations. I brought up the Kool-Aid situation and the Waco, Texas situations because they both followed a man that manipulated the process, and a lot of people got injured and killed.
Sure.
In both processes. But it just went back to the statement of what I said, how man can easily manipulate the process of what someone believes in. And when they do that, they have full control. And people don't understand that the control that they give up just behind the manipulation tactic. And that's what 90% of what goes on is to manipulate one's mind to make them believe into something that's not necessarily there.
Yeah, the Jim Jones, those guys basically were forced to drink Kool-Aid. They was armed people. I mean, I understand what you're saying though. Having a cult, becoming a cult-like group. It gets really complicated when you're talking about devotion into something religious, like the Davidians in Waco. They were approached for stashing arms, collecting the arms. But yeah, that's two good points.
Right, and that's the thing. It's about what you believe. And again, your belief system only turns you into a soldier. It makes you conform. And a lot of people don't understand that process. What you believe in wholeheartedly that you will go to bat for, you will become a soldier. That's how good that you believe in it. That's what it is. It will turn you into a soldier. You can be a soldier of God, soldier of religion, a soldier of anything. You are a soldier.
Sure.
And people don't tend to realize that. That's why I tell people to go do your research. Understand why this religion was created. Understand why you believe in something that you feel so strongly about. And I don't care what it is. It doesn't just have to be religion. It could be anything. It could be man. It could be anything that you feel strongly about. Do your research. Prestigious research is key. Because how could you want to sit back and analyze me and do a background check on me, but not on what's actually giving you your understanding of way of life? I'm not that important. I'm not that suitable to have that much emphasis on your background check, regardless if it's job-wise or not. But guess what? You doing a background check to protect yourself and your entity, but you're not doing a background check or the extensive research on what you actually give your life to.
Yeah, devotion is it's almost a part of you that wants to exist or be a part of something bigger than yourself. I can only speak. I was raised in a house of faith. I was a devout Catholic. I was an altar boy for school, but I can't tell you what the difference of me and somebody that wasn't in a house of faith, except the church I went to.
And I respect that, and I'm glad you're honest. Your phone going in and out, J Hat. I don't know. I don't think it's me. I think it's you.
Yeah, you got to realize why. You got to.
I was just going to say, also, remember one thing, guys, when you talk about Christianity, there are 45,000 denominations under Christianity.
Say it again.
So I said there are 45,000 denominations under Christianity. So with that being said, there is going to be, every denomination is going to have their own, we do it this way, we do it that way. They're all going to have their own doctrine and what they stand for when it comes to their belief, whether it just be in the Holy Trinity, whether it just be in Jesus, whether it's just God alone, whether it's in the Holy Spirit. So when people talk Christianity, be very careful not to just clump that all together, because it's not all together. And I think that's where it gets really kind of shady, because everyone doesn't have the same belief system. That's why you can look at one person, you're like, okay, how are they doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G? But this other person, they're like, they don't do nothing, or X, Y, and Z, whatever. Every belief system is different under that umbrella.
What would you say is the common denominator of the 45,000 Christian?
The common denominator is they believe in God.
And you know what? I was going to say that differently. I was going to say that differently because it's the actual common denominator out of the 45,000 is the actual plus one that's missing. And that plus one is all the same shit. They just look at it differently. They just feel differently. See, anything that you can multiply like that to be 45,000, don't forget the plus one. of where it came from. See, the plus one is the common denominator of it, of any fucking religion, the plus one. That's what you can't forget. Because no matter how I look at it, no matter how China look at it, no matter how Jay Hatter look at it, no matter how Ms. Franklin look at it, or DK look at it, or anyone else other than this in that chat, it's always that plus one. That's where it came from. That's the common denominator. That's right. You can't forget about the square. I love this. I love this. You know why I love this? Because the mathematical part of it, I'm a mathematical genius. But see, what we tend to forget is the square root of the situation. That's what we tend to forget. It's the square root.
Yeah, I was thinking, if you take all the major religions and you look at how it was formed, there's one common thing between it, and that's how you treat other people.
That fucking part right there, the plus one.
That too. Yeah.
The plus one. That all revolves around the plus one, because no matter, Jay Hatter, you're not a dumb person. You're not stupid. If I say, Jay Hatter, 1 + 5 equal what?
1 + 5 = 6.
China, if I say 2 + 4 equal what?
6.
If I say A1, 3 + 3 equal what? 6. You see how the numbers can be manipulated, but it all equals back to the same situation? Okay, not the 666, but do you understand how they can all equal back to the same equation, though? It's the same fucking situation, 6, no matter how you manipulate it. No matter how you manipulate it, no matter how much you add on, or no matter how much you subtract, it's going to go back to the same fucking square root of what it's supposed to be. Whether it's 10 take away 4, or whether it's 20 take away 14, it doesn't matter. So no matter how you manipulate whatever the process of the elimination is, you're going to equal back to the same square root of what it's supposed to be, regardless of the 6, 7, 1, or whatever. But there's one number that will never equal back to its own fucking economy. Never equal back to its own economy. Because it's nothing. If I say, if you have 0 apples and 0 apples, China, what do you have? 0. Nothing. It's just that simple. That's just part of life.
You hit on one thing early on, or maybe I answered you in a way. The times that dictate how religion is presented or taught. Like in the Wild West and here in the States, it was brimstone and fire and fear God.
Mm-hmm.
It's different now.
Very different.
To be or appeal to the younger generation. So it is taught different. The inner or the lesson are the same.
You're breaking up.
But it is taught different. Oh, am I? Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry about that. All right.
We're listening, Jay Hatter.
Oh.
Jay Hatter, I don't know if you off the grid. Jay Hatter must be off the grid, because I can't even hear him.
Okay, all right.
All right, there you go,
No,
Jay
I
Hatter.
got
There you go.
I got a storm. I got a storm over the top of me. That's why. I'll just sorry. I'm going to call back in.
My boy Jay Hatter must be in the jungle some motherfucking where. Hey, DK, what you got to say? I see your light on.
Well, like I say, everybody have a disbelief. Everybody have a different disbelief in God, you know. But it's like you know, China said, it's the different religion that people have. So everybody's religion is different, but they don't believe in God. They believe in Messiah. They believe in other things. But I gotta stick with my God because He made all things possible.
And I'm not, again, as I always state, I'm not trying to deter no one. I'm not trying to take nobody's faith or belief away from them. But what I am is trying to get people clarity of what they actually choose to believe in. You have to understand that research is inevitable. You have to do that. You just can't take people's word on what you want to believe. You have to go back and research what I'm telling you guys. You have to go back and give clarity to the understanding of why you believe what you believe.
Right.
That's it. I'm not saying don't believe. I'm saying do your fucking research on what you feel strongly about.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. Don't sit here and tell me this is what this is and this is what this is and this is what this not and this and all this other shit. No, because you don't even have clarity. You don't even have understanding because you just going for what somebody else is telling you to go off of.
Right.
That is it. Because like I said before, 90% of people have never went in depth to the research of what they believe in, whether it's humanity, whether it's God, whether it's religion, whether it's business. People don't do fucking research anymore. But for me to come into a woman's life, she wants to do a fucking full background check on me. Why you want to do a full background check on me when you never did a full background check on what you believe? Don't worry about what the fuck I got going on when you can't even figure out what the fuck you got going on.
Mm.
That process. See, the process of if people was more intuitive to what they actually gave a fuck about, then not only your relationship will become more permanent and more stable, but what you actually believe and what you actually take for truth will become more permanent and stable to where you do not make that mistake of not knowing. You do not make that mistake of what they call it, of having to repent.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
It's big fact.
And for the people who didn't know, repenting doesn't mean just apologizing. It means to turn away from.
Right.
That means not repeating the same cycle over and over and over again so that you have to say you're sorry. That means you don't do it again.
Right. See, understanding the not knowing is what I'm trying to get people to understand. That part. But we don't want to see that though. We don't want to see that. See, a lot of things in life we choose not to see or choose not to acknowledge because of the way that we look at ourselves and other people. Because see, the first thing people do, no matter regardless if you believe in God or not, the first thing people do is judge people.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck if you believe or you don't believe. You judge people. You judge people by the way they dress, by the way they look, by the way they talk, by the way they carry themselves, by the way they treat other people. You judge people. We all fucking do. It's not one person on the planet will say they can't and I used to do that. No, you motherfucker, you still do it. regardless. So don't sit here and tell me what I can and cannot do, or what I can and cannot talk about, what I can and cannot believe in, or who the fuck I do and don't know. Because I can guarantee you, I probably know more about this God, about this religion, being a non-believer. Understand that process. How the fuck that work, right? Point what I'm saying, man. You have to be equal. You have to take the good with the bad. You have to take the good with the bad, with the fucking ugly. You have to take it all. Because like I said before, if Satan was to come back to God, fly back up there to God, if that's where he's at, and say, hey, listen, man, I fucked up. You was right. You thinking God would not accept him back? I believe he would, because that's the way how he's presented, right? That's what he's supposed to do, right?
That is correct.
So true.
So we can't go back into thinking caveman ways when we're not living in caveman times. We can't go back into thinking that we all know what is right for other motherfuckers because what we feel is right for us. Every human is different. Every mindset is different. Every opinion is different. Because I know I don't shit with none of y'all shit, and none of y'all shit what I shit, whatever I eat.
You don't want name you done damn old.
Dipper.
You don't want a damn thing you done ate.
And you should, nigga. I got Hennessy. Got beans and
You don't want
bologna.
none of that bullshit.
We good.
You know what? The next woman I get married to on my honeymoon, I'm making beans and bologna. I want to see if
Now,
she really
you
love me.
said you weren't gonna
You
never
will
get married
not.
no more. Now quit telling lies.
You will not.
On my honeymoon, I'm going to cook dinner on my honeymoon. I'm going to make us beans and bologna, fried bologna too, with the sandwiches, with the mayonnaise and the
Nobody want
mustard.
none of that bullshit. You need to
I
cook
want to
a
see if
regular
she going to
meal.
love me for me.
What?
Ugh.
Not no damn red bean, not no damn beans and bologna. I'll divorce your ass for that.
That's
Well,
fucked
what
up.
kind of beans, though? What kind of beans?
What you
Pork and
want, pork
beans.
and beans or kidney beans? Which one? What you want? Or lima beans?
Just low down. Just low the
What
hell
kind of
down.
beans? What kind of
You see, that's my thing. If my bitch can eat beans and bologna with me, that means she for me. That's a fact. If I ever make beans and bologna, the bitch say, what the fuck is this? Oh, she not for me. Then she ain't with
I'd
that
rather
shit.
have chicken soup and grilled
That's
cheese
right.
sandwiches. I'm good with that.
I know, right? Right, Nita?
I'd rather
It was.
have chicken noodle soup or
Yo,
noodles.
Nita, I can't with Nita. Nita said, since you making that, this has been a great topic. Let me know when the weather is. I'm gonna throw some rice. Well, we got some rice from Nina, whoever I marry. We got some rice coming.
Hell no.
Ain't nothing wrong with pork and beans and rice and bologna sandwiches. We gonna have that on my wedding day. Whoever I marry, that's what the
I
fuck
will
I'm
not
eating.
be there. I bring me
Just
a
throw in
Popeye
some
chicken
smoked
box.
sausages, too.
Wait a
And
minute.
some.
What the fuck DK to my she not DK? I'm not marrying you. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, first of all, I didn't ever say you would marry me, honey. What you
Oh,
think you
my
would have married
God.
me or something?
It
I'm
is
not
too
a
bad.
man first. What
You
you
trying to marry
to
who?
say?
China?
What happened?
You said you trying to marry China?
I didn't say nothing
No,
about
no.
marrying no damn China. You heard me.
Well, you a freak for real. You trying to Polly.
Oh, you a
No,
damn freak.
no.
You heard what I said.
Polly.
You heard what I said.
Only one man for me.
Jay had so you calling off the wedding? Jay had, I don't even have a woman I'm gonna marry yet.
He don't like me.
Don't, nigga, I'm not. DK, we already discussed. You still got tissue down there. Once you get the tissue from down there, then we can try to talk.
You can kiss my ass, because first of all, I don't have to use tissue no damn well with your stinking ass. Now you shut your stinking ass up.
All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
So first of all, ain't nothing with no tissue down in between my goddamn legs, boo boo.
Yes, Jasmine Rice.
Need to talk about, do you want Jasmine Rice? I'm on Uncle Ben's. They cook quicker.
Jasmine Rice.
But no, seriously though, guys, seriously, all jokes aside, I gotta go. My time is up. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for coming through. I like when I do shows like this because it's very meaningful. But if you guys want to come back, I would definitely come back in the next 5 minutes because you know what, we having a good conversation. These conversations need to be talked about. So
Why they got to be in the next 5 minutes?
All right, well, I won't come back on at all then. I don't give a fuck.
That ain't even what the hell I said. You ain't listening with your damn hot mouth head ass. Keep on with them beans and bologna.
What time you want me to come back on, DK?
Bring your black ass back on at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, nigga.
You got 2 hours from now.
All right, 8 o'clock, man. I love y'all. Y'all be good.
Don't tell that lie. You ain't. Why did
He ain't coming back. You should have let him come back in 5 minutes.
You ain't. You supposed to came back yesterday and your Bible study head ass didn't show up.
Bible study. That's fucked up.
You don't even go to Bible study.
I'll be back at 8 o'clock, man. I'll be back at 8 o'clock. I cannot, man.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Paige, Elise, we coming back at 8 o'clock, Elise. Hope you come back.